Hey, it's your girl Shanti Rashad. If you like rants, reactions, and growth talks, make sure that you like, comment, and follow me for more content. Now, y'all, I have to be honest. I wasn't able to watch the BET Awards live because I didn't have access to the broadcast. But don't worry, I caught up on the biggest moments everybody that has been talking about on social media, and I definitely have some thoughts. First of all, can we talk about Tiana Taylor? She absolutely had an amazing night. She walked away with multiple awards, and seeing her receive that recognition after all the hard work that she's put into, I remember seeing her on My Super Sweet 16, and just to see how she evolved from that to now is really iconic because she has put in the work over the years, and it's amazing to congratulate her in her honor and also be honored by a legend herself, Janet Jackson. So Janet Jackson presenting Tiana the award, to me, was iconic because it's a full circle moment to have somebody that you admire, someone you inspire, that inspired you in this industry, and someone who has truly is a legend and hands you an award has to be an unforgettable moment. And let's talk about how special that moment is. Janet Jackson isn't just any other celebrity. Oh, no, 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 baby. Janet is an icon who has paved the way for so many artists. And so for Tiana to have that moment with Janet presenting her award, I know that had to mean so much. Those are the moments artists remember forever. And another moment that caught my attention was Lauryn Hill receiving the Living Legendary Award. I really feel like it's important to give people their flowers while they're still here. And I'm a big Lauryn Hill fan. People that know me know I love 90s R&B, hip hop, early 2000s era. So to see Lauryn Hill receive her flowers and she was on time, babe, I can just remember my mom playing the Miseducated. Like, I love seeing artists give their flowers because I love Lauryn Hill, from seeing her in Sister Act to the Fugees and her album. It is so therapeutic. If you haven't heard it, listen to it, because once you hear the album, it's no skips. And I remember when my moms used to play that album, that's when I kind of really got into the R&B neo soul type of thing. And then I discovered India Reed music, Soul Child, ballet, like that type of music that is poetry. I really loved it. And she put her heart and soul in that album. And to this day, people still play her out. Like, I don't care what nobody say about Lauryn Hill. One thing you cannot say about her is that she is not talented and that she is so gifted and blessed that she only had to do one album and dipped. Like, I love seeing artists get their flowers, and while they're still here to receive them, her impact on music and culture has lasted for decades. Like, from what I've seen online, the tribute celebration of her legacy was a standout moment to see Common and Queen Latifah give her flowers, and especially since Queen Latifah and Lauryn Hill are from New Jersey. So I really love that aspect of the show, as well as, so let's talk about the host. So Drew, I saw a lot of different opinions on social media. Some people thought that he was hilarious and he brought a fun energy to the show, while others felt like some of the jokes just wasn't it. And honestly, that's always a conversation when it comes to these award shows. People are going to always have an opinion of who's hosting what show, and not everybody is going to get the joke or see what it is, because comedy is very subjective. But there is one thing that I did notice that a lot of people were talking about on social media was the interaction that Keke Palmer and Drewski had when they did their little segment, even though it was all fun and jokes. But a lot of people felt like Keke Palmer should have hosted a show. Like, let's be honest. I love me some Keke. I've met her years ago, and she is a very down-to-earth, sweet person. And I want to say that Keke has so much personality, and if you really think about her catalog, she's naturally funny. She can connect with different audiences. She has a podcast. She's written a book. Like, she has been all the things, and she's a mother. Like, Keke has accomplished a lot in her years, and to be so young and to have that under her belt is really noble and recognizable, that after all these years of her being in the industry, it has not changed her. And she knows how to command the stage, because she sure took that mic from Drewski and introduced the next artist that was performing on stage. So I think that she would have brought a completely different energy to the BET Awards. But I also now want to talk about something else, the streaming situation. Was I the only one who couldn't watch the BET Awards because I didn't have access to the broadcast? Like, I know streaming has changed the way that people have watched television. And so I was just curious. The show wasn't easier to access this year from what I've seen on social media. And for those of you guys that don't know, BET has merged with Paramount. So I know a lot of people were wondering why BET Awards wasn't available to their streaming services if they had Paramount. Maybe there's a reason behind the streaming rights, but I do think making these type of events easier to watch for people could bring more viewership depending on how it went. But you have to think about, the BET Awards was something that people always, back in the day, it was like a Super Bowl to us because we would see our favorite celebrities get our recognition. We'll see new people, new artists get their flowers because a lot of the other platforms don't give the recognition like BET does. So I have to give BET that they always recognize Black talent, from the BET Awards, the Hip Hop Awards, the Soul Train Awards, the Stella Awards. Like, BET has built a platform for Black culture, and I feel like people should give BET a little more grace and honor because that is what the station is about. It's about giving flowers to the people in the industry where mainstream media might not do that. So I just personally feel like BET has to really look at the analytics, look at what people are saying on social media, because I feel like that's not fair to people. If they have Paramount, why wasn't it streamed on Paramount? And if you merge BT Plus with Paramount, why not give them the access? You know what I mean? So I just feel like overall, from everything I've seen on social media, this year's BET Awards was definitely something that gave people to talk about, whether it was winners, a tribute, the fashion, hosting, or a conversation afterwards. People definitely had their opinions. Now, I want to hear from y'all. What was your favorite moment from the BET Awards 26? Did you have a favorite artist that win? Do you think Drewski was the right choice to host? Or would you have preferred Kiki Palmer? And what do you think about the situation with the streaming? Should award shows be easier to access? Drop your thoughts in the comments because I want to hear from y'all. If you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, as well as to share this video and follow me for more content. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.